Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today, actually maybe this year, this month, I'm having a real Debbie Downer. So as you can see from the title of my video, it's really the truth. It's not even a clickbait. This is absolutely like the truth. So I'm just gonna get right into it. So for the last couple of months, I have been trying to hold on to this thing they called faith, to this thing they call, being a Christian, having no worries and everything, but it's getting the better of me. Like, I feel the closer I'm getting to Christ, the harder my life is getting. Like, my life is getting so hard, I don't even know what to do anymore. Disclaimer for anybody that's watching this. I'm not saying I'm not a Christian anymore. I'm just saying today I don't feel like being a Christian. Today I feel like taking my problems into my own hands and dealing with them from the jump. I don't feel like waiting for God to answer me and tell me what to do next. I don't feel like waiting for him to tell me, have faith, don't worry, everything will be fine, because I'm sitting here, I'm worried about certain things and I'm not hearing nothing, and it's like I've been left in the dark by myself. Why I'm just like telling you guys this, because I'm going through some shit. Like, I'm going through some mad shit, and sometimes I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not gonna say, when I'm just going through stuff, I just pray, I just fast and everything. I do those things, but sometimes I cannot be bothered. I can't be bothered to put all of my faith, all of my time, all of my expectations into something that on that day I'm not 100% about. And today is one of those days. Like, I'm literally just like, this is surreal. Like, I'm so mad, because the thing is, I'm mad at myself, but I'm also mad at Christ, because I see it as I've been obedient. I've been so obedient the last couple of months. I've been so obedient, and I've been going through it. Like, I've been going absolutely through it. So I'm just gonna let you guys in on what's been going on with me since November. Well, let's rewind a little bit. So, as a lot of you know, in August, I got this really fantastic job, like an amazing job, right? It was paying me double than what I was getting at my last job. My life was sorted, my bills were sorted, my saving issues, everything was sorted, right? I had no worries. 2 weeks into the job, I really loved it. I was killing it. My manager was like, yeah, I'm so happy we hired you because you're dope. Like, you're catching on real fast. Like, yeah, this is good. And then 4 weeks into the job, it's like Christ came and said, did I tell you to take this job? And I was like, oh, where did you come from? Literally, did I tell you to take this job? And you're gonna see exactly why I didn't tell you to take this job, why you didn't consult me before taking this job, why you didn't have a conversation with me before taking this job. Because when I took this job, I didn't have a conversation with Christ, I didn't pray about it or whatever. I just thought it was signs that I needed to take this job. So when I say from the 4 weeks in, and it became September, what? Every day at work I was miserable, I was depressed, motivation dropped from 100% to minus 3,000%. Like, energy was not on 100. I was lying that I was sick just so I don't have to go to work, making up excuses. I wasn't on it. Like, I wasn't on it at all. But I was just thinking about, I need to keep this job because the money's so good. And that's when it all started clicking for me that, Fiona, you're not here because you like the job. You're not here because it makes you happy. You're not here because it's glorifying God. You're here because of the money. You've made money higher on a pedestal than you have for your purpose, because that wasn't my purpose. That was not my purpose at all. So I stayed in the job for a couple more months, trying to convince myself that Christ was wrong, right? That Christ was absolutely wrong in the statement. And then in November, I said to my sisters, guys, I'm gonna leave this job, because I cannot take this no more. I can't be in a job where it doesn't make me happy. I'm not glorifying Christ. I'm just not on it. So literally, I think, like, in my whole life, Christ just had enough of me. So he tends to be a lot more harder on me when I need to do stuff, right? So I was gonna quit, but I didn't know, to my knowledge, that I was actually gonna get fired. So come November, literally had my 12-week review, but alarm signals were going off in my head, because my review was like on the 28th of November, but it had got moved to 2 weeks earlier. So I was like, okay, what's going on? So when we was about to have the meeting, we normally have it in a different part of the hotel, but we ended up having it in HR's office. That's when I knew, yeah, I'm gonna get fired. I'm gonna get fired, like, literally. And within that meeting, he was just telling me, like, you're a good worker, like, you've got the skills, but you just don't seem happy here. I was like, who in the hell gets fired for not being happy in a workplace? And it all boils down to my happiness started draining my performance, started draining my motivation, and started having an impact on the other workers. So my manager just thought that it was best for me to leave. I was sad, but I was happy at the same time, because I was given freedom. Like, I don't, like, normally when you lose your job, you start to feel panicky, like, oh my God, how am I going to pay for my bills and whatever. I felt like a gush of freedom. Like, I was able to breathe. Like, I was like, I felt relieved, because I didn't have to wake up and go to his dead job no more. I didn't have to lie like I loved where I was working. I didn't have to take Snapchats like, had a good day at work, amazing day, like, oh my God, this is so great. Like, I didn't have to do that shit no more. Like, I was just so happy. But that happiness didn't last, because instead of me consulting in Christ wholeheartedly, worry started to sink into my heart. Guilt started to sink into my heart. Fear, doubt, all these things started to sink into my heart. I was scared. I was petrified. How am I going to get a job? How am I going to pay my bills? How am I going to do everything? And honestly, since then, I know I've been fighting with God. Like, I have been on a warpath. Sometimes I'll be obedient and I'll be fasting and whatever, and then sometimes I break my fast and you know what, yeah, bunda, I'm not doing it no more, because at the end of the day, bruv, I'm tired. I'm tired of going through stuff. I'm tired of depending on you. I'm tired of being obedient and nothing coming through. But it's just mad, because with the same breath I talk to you guys and I tell you how tired I am of being this full breed, born again girl who's just trying to involve Christ in every avenue of your life, is the same breath I'm telling you that I'm tired of depending on him and not seeing no results. But then again, I'm only not seeing no results because I want to see results on my time. So although the title says, it's mad how Christ works, because although the title says, I don't feel like being a Christian today, as I'm speaking to you lot here, I've now understood everything that he's put me through, and that I keep thinking that every time I pray and every time I fast or every time I sow a seed, things are supposed to happen on my time, when they're not supposed to happen on my time at all. They're supposed to happen in God's time. Everything happens in God's time, but that's the thing I'm not getting. But I get it now. But I'm not going to lie to you and say that I'm not still going to have some episodes of worry or fear or doubt. That's for me to sort out. That's for me to go through step by step, day by day, to pick the things that I need to get out of my system and get them out for good. I know that, but then I won't be able to do those things if Christ doesn't put me in uncomfortable situations. Like right now, where I'm at now, I'm slightly uncomfortable, but I'm also comfortable in the same retrospect, because now, like since December, I've had a job, and the job of where I'm working is amazing because I'm working in my church, and it's always where I've wanted to be since I gave my life to Christ. I've always just wanted to find an avenue of what I was good at in this world, but do it at church, and I was able to combine the two. And even now speaking, I'm like, yes, I have my moments where I don't want to like be a Christian because all of my worry and doubt sink in and hits me all at one go. But as I'm speaking to you lot now, I'm actually grateful, because he could have left me. He could have left me no job, no money, no source of income, no house, no food, no makeup to put on my face, like nothing. He could have left me with absolutely Scotch guard, nothing. And I'm just so grateful that he didn't. But I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I do have my off days sometime, and sometimes I'm gonna rant on here and let you know that being a Christian ain't all about reading your Bible and everything is cool and like selective. Like, you go through some stuff, you do go through some stuff, and it's okay to go through some stuff. It just, all that matters is how you rectify it. Whether you choose to stay in the world with your problems or choose to give them to Christ. And if you're going to give them to Christ, you've got to give them 100%. He don't accept 75%, nor does he accept 80. He accepts 100. You need to give him the will. And that's the thing that a lot of us need to learn. We can't control these stuff. Like, stop trying to control it. Stop trying to have every problem solved with self. Stop it, because it's not going to work. But yeah, literally, I just thought I'd just come and share that with you lot, because I've been meaning to tell you what I've been going through since November. But now you know. And you know, and it's just opened my eyes to a lot more things. I need to tell you lot that like what I've been battling with. Like, bruh, I've been battling with a lot of things, like things that you would never expect people to come out about, but I feel like it's my due diligence to tell you lot what I've been battling with. Like, I'm talking about, like, obviously you lot already know my history with sex and drugs and alcohol. Like, you lot know that I haven't relapsed on any of those fronts, but things have replaced those things in my life, which I'll go into more detail in another one of my videos in the coming week. But things like, for example, things like porn, things like masturbation, things that are like a serious problem that I didn't realize were affecting me, but they are. But I'll go into more detail about that next week. I want to say thank you for clicking on my channel, and if you're going through anything, or like if you're just having an off day, like just have an off day, but just know how to rectify it in the end. Know how to get back to Christ. Know how to cling back to him. Do you get what I mean? But don't ever like think that you can solve everything and that things should happen in your time. Like, who are we to even ask of that? Things happen in God's time. Like, there's a time for everything. But yes, guys, I'm totally back. As you can see, I'm back and I'm not going nowhere. So I'll see you in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to share, because you never know, if you share this video to maybe an unbeliever, you could be sowing a fantastic seed in their life. So don't forget to share, subscribe, follow me on all my socials. They'll be in the description box below. And I'll see you next week. I love you guys and thank you so much. Mwah.